welcome back to part 2 of how to move into your apartment at 22. Or honestly, at any age, to be honest. That's just my particular line because I moved out at 22 and I'm very proud of it. In my last video, I talked all about how to prepare for your move and what you need in order to know, okay, this is exactly what I need step by step in order to even get the apartment and how to move in and everything like that. But this video is gonna be all about once you've been approved, once you know your move-in date, and once you're pretty much about to move in, the things that you need to know leading up to it. You don't even know adulting until you move into your own place because you don't realize the amount of things that you need to get. So hopefully in this video, I can prepare you for your future in living in your new place and everything you need so that you guys can kind of find out that cheat sheet before moving in that I didn't get. If you guys like these types of move-in videos, then give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe down below and follow me on Instagram. Okay, so 2 days before I moved into my apartment, I went to Target. Target will be your best friend. It is everything and more of what you need. I bought so many towels. I think I bought 8 towels right off the jump, and I would say that that's the perfect amount of towels. I got gray towels and I got white towels, and I still use them to this day. They have a couple strings that have been pulled out of them occasionally, but it's from my dryer. But this is so important to start shopping for your apartment. So I would say accumulate a list. They have so many different lists on Pinterest that allow you to really narrow down exactly what you need, but there's such random stuff that you don't even realize you need, like a can opener, scissors, pots and pans, laundry detergent, dishwasher tabs, kitchen surface sprays and mops and cleaning products and toilet paper and paper towels. You need stuff for yourself, like your hygienic stuff, whether it's your body wash and your shampoo and conditioner, because you're not gonna just take all that stuff from your parents' house and bring it with you because it's probably gross and dingy sitting in the shower anyways, and you want new stuff. So you definitely need to create a giant checklist of all the things you need to buy. Target will be your best friend for that. I literally got little things like a lemon squeezer because I know me, I'm gonna be squeezing some lemons into water occasionally. They have really good forks and knives that hold up really well, and I actually bought a lot of silverware from Target. Another place that will be your best friend is Amazon. They have so many things that you need, and I actually did a video right when I moved in, and I will link it up here, of my Amazon home favorites that I bought right before I moved in. I got random stuff like steak knives and cutting boards. I got a small vacuum, which really came in handy because it allows me to spot clean without having to like use the big vacuum. And I also got just like a bunch of random stuff. Don't worry, I linked it. You guys can watch it after this video. But it is so important and crucial, and it's going to feel like it's just never ending. Again, saving your money and budgeting is really smart because when you do go shopping for all these things, you're gonna have the finances to support it. But you do need these things. You can't live in a house with just a jar of peanut butter and a spoon. So before I actually moved in, I ordered a couple furniture pieces. Something that you should know is that furniture doesn't get delivered quickly. So if you have a couch that you want or a specific console table or a bed, you have to order in advance. I would suggest do it at like the 4 to 6 week mark. Usually that gives you enough time to be able to have it delivered on time. And if you feel like it's going to get delivered early before you move in, you can always just call the company and tell them to wait to deliver it until the day. But usually most places that sell couches or consoles or anything large will have you schedule a date to actually bring it to your place. So you don't have to worry about them just showing up unannounced. They need to know exactly when you're gonna be there so that they can let the couch in the door. So you move into your place, you buy your couch, you buy your bed. Those are the 2 things that I bought, and you realize my apartment is freaking empty.
Okay, so let's quickly talk about Skillshare because I have been enjoying it thoroughly right now. I have been absolutely loving it to embrace different sides of myself, like my creative side and my artistic side, and I wanted to share a little bit about it. So Skillshare is an online learning community for creatives where people come together and they take the next step in their creative journey. So depending on what you are looking for, whether you want to do more artistic things or you want to just learn about success or money, it's all up to you. And I personally actually have been loving anything that has to do with art, but specifically I have been loving anything that has to do with interior design. So I actually found a couple different classes that you can take on Skillshare that have to do with interior design. So I found this class called How to Use Minimalist Interior Design to Live Your Best Life. And right now the minimalistic look has been very aesthetic and it's been really awesome. And I think this is really going to help anybody who is struggling to find the perfect look for their space if you are like me and you sometimes have creative blocks. I have currently been taking another class and it's more about self-care and it's confidence for creatives, 5 exercises to grow your confidence in self-care by Eugenia Washington. Washington. This is such an amazing class. I definitely think if you guys are looking for anything that has to do with just helping you in any way, that is Skillshare. It's going to help you with whatever you want help with, and you are going to love it if you are a learner like me and you just want to be feeling like a constant student who's learning about the things that they actually care about. And Skillshare is so affordable that a yearly subscription is less than $10 a month. I also want to say that the first 1,000 people to use my link in the description will get a free trial. So if you need help with interior design, you need help with your artistic side, you need help with confidence, you need help with your career, these are all things that you guys can learn all about on Skillshare. And I promise you guys, you will not regret it.
Something that I should tell you guys right off the bat is furnishing an apartment is probably the hardest thing I've ever done. I actually find myself to be extremely creative and I have a good eye for design, but for some reason, being in an empty place completely just got rid of all of my creativity. I felt like I don't know what to put where, I have no idea what to buy, I don't know what I should get, and it took me quite some time to find furniture that I really loved for this place. Now again, remember, I am a YouTuber, so I wanted to make sure that every furniture piece would look good on camera. These were all things that I took into consideration, but I would say that you want to find durable, good stuff. I want to mention a couple places that I got my furniture pieces from if you guys are inspired by my home aesthetic. West Elm is my first place that I bought most of my stuff from. I got my console table from there, my kitchen table chairs. I got my dresser from there. I got so many things from West Elm. It's an amazing store. It's a little bit pricey, but it's kind of like that middle ground between really expensive and kind of affordable. It's like right in the middle. So if you have a little bit of extra money to spend, and they have amazing durable pieces, so it definitely is worth it. I got my white couch over there. It's a linen couch. I got it from Article, and I really do love this couch. It's a great couch. It's deep, it's long. I believe it's 96 inches, and it's the perfect couch. Now, I will say if you're not really into the white couch aesthetic, it will probably be easier for you guys to find a good sofa. Raymore and Flanagan has great stuff. So does Living Spaces, and all those really good places that have nice modular sofas. You will probably be able to find something that you really love from there. I got a lot of my home decor from Pottery Barn, and I actually really love that store a lot. A lot of the things that are on my walls or on my tables, they are from Pottery Barn. And another place is Amazon. I got all my coffee table books from Amazon. They have a lot of home decor and accessory options there, and I completely decorated my entire bathroom with stuff from Amazon. Literally nothing else in there is from anywhere but Amazon. So don't sleep on Amazon. They have the best stuff. And if you are shopping on a budget and you need to find really good home pieces that you love, Facebook Marketplace is fantastic because people are trying to get rid of their old stuff, and you will find really good quality furniture on there that people are just trying to get rid of. I wouldn't suggest to buy a couch that's used, only because get a new couch, but tables and chairs and consoles and all of that, I would definitely suggest to get them from Facebook Marketplace or any of those websites that sells used furniture. Don't stress about furnishing your apartment right away. It's going to take months. It took me so long, and I wouldn't even consider myself to have been finished, but I am moving in April, so I am not going to be buying any more stuff for this place. But I will say, take your time. It took me about a year to even have as much stuff as I have in my apartment, and I don't regret it, because if you buy everything at once, you're going to end up realizing that you don't like a majority of the stuff because you kind of bought them quickly and you didn't take your time to make sure that each piece you really enjoyed and loved. I want to quickly go over the struggles that I faced personally when moving into my apartment that maybe you guys should look out for after I realized a year being here, I didn't realize that I would actually have an issue with. One being the parking. So in my particular apartment complex, I have to park in a parking lot. There's no designated spot for each person. So I would say that when you're looking for a place, maybe find a designated spot. The reason why this is an issue for me is because my apartment complex is completely packed at night. So if I leave and come back, it's very difficult for me to find a space. This is something that actually has become a burden in my life, and it is a huge part of the reason why I am moving. I do want a parking space, and I feel like it is kind of annoying to not be able to find one at all in my place. I also realized I didn't use certain amenities that I was provided, and I will say that this isn't necessarily for everyone, but I loved this place because I thought I was gonna use the amenities like the pool and the gym, and I didn't use them at all this year. And a huge reason why was obviously because of the pandemic, but also because I just didn't feel the itch to use them. And I would say that when getting a place, if you feel like that's not gonna be your vibe, you rather go to a gym outside of your home, then maybe find a place that doesn't charge a lot for amenities. These are things that you have to take in consideration when you are picking a place because you don't want to overpay for something that you won't even use. Another huge part is location. You want to live near things that you love and care about. I know for me, it was a huge part in the reason why I moved here because everything that I live near is very close to me and I actually enjoy and go to a lot of the things. I have Home Goods down the street. I have Walmart down the street. I have Starbucks down the street. I have Target. I have everything that I could ever want down the street, and it's so easy for me to get to, and I just feel good and homey when I'm near the things that give me joy. Another thing that I noticed is I don't use cable as much. I am stuck with like a $275 cable bill every single month for a cable company that I had no choice in the matter of picking because my apartment complex forces you to essentially use Optimum. It's the only one that they let you have. And I've noticed that during the pandemic, I've been watching Hulu and Amazon Prime and Netflix the most. So if you are feeling like, okay, I want to minimize my bills as much as possible, maybe don't even invest in cable and just use those 3 TV providers or any provider that you want, like YouTube, or I don't even know what else is out there, but any of the ones that you can get just on a smart TV. Something that you should look for is storage. If you are a hoarder like me and love just having things, storage is really big and you have to get creative with where you put your things. In my apartment currently, I think I have about 5 closets, and it's so important that I have these closets because I would have nowhere to put my things if I didn't have them. So these are things that you want to look for when you move in, and you kind of realize, okay, like now I know that I can tuck some things away, and if I didn't have this many closets, everything would just be all over the place. And lastly, I would say that you realize when you move into your first place is how hard it is to keep it clean. I have 2 dogs and a boyfriend. You can imagine the kind of stress that I'm under, okay? I have dog hair everywhere. I have a man who makes a mess when he eats. It is what it is, and you realize that it is very difficult to clean. I will say this, that if you kind of schedule cleaning days for yourself, it will be a lot easier to upkeep, but it is something a little bit different than just having a room in your parents' house. It's a huge difference. You have a whole apartment to take care of now, and it definitely is taxing and annoying, but you learn how to manage it when you try to create a healthy cleaning schedule. Remember, living on your own is a blessing. It is an absolute dream, and I feel so independent and I feel like a real adult. I definitely don't think that I ever felt like an adult prior to this moment. And it was probably because I didn't have control over my living situation and I wasn't paying bills. Something about paying for everything that you have really gives you a sense of independence that you never thought you'd have, and it's just an amazing feeling. And I hope that my videos about moving has really inspired you and allowed you to feel more at peace and at ease with the process, and that you're not as scared and you don't feel out of the loop like you did before. If you guys have any other questions about how to move out and what you need to know, let me know down below. And if you guys want to hear more about my story and how I got here, let me know and I will do a whole video about it. But I do have one already and I will link it above about my financial freedom story. So click on that after this video. All right, guys, I love you so much. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys. Mwah.